Geek Goonz.
All right.
We're
Geek
here.
Goonz, and this is, I guess, episode 4.
I think 4.
Okay. Okay.
It's 4. And this episode is, I think, kind of centered around Strange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing out. That's the most important thing out. The coolest thing out. Strange.
I don't know.
But before we get to that, one sec. I was thinking something weird when I was driving over here.
Okay.
And this is not on the topic of Doctor Strange in the slightest. But I was thinking to myself, human life is always above animals' life.
Yeah.
And, they always say, like, you have the chance to save a human or an animal. Like, it's your responsibility to save the human. And that's a true statement. But imagine, right? Animal and human.
Uh-huh.
They're about to die. You obviously are in your head thinking, you know what?
And I'm
fuck
still listening. I'm about to mess with my heart.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm like, imagine if an animal and a human, they're about to die.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, obviously, you say, I'm going to save the human, right? I'm about to grab this human. And before you do that, the animal says, like, wait. Like, you're reaching for the human. The animal is like, help me. At that point, you save the animal, right?
Wait. So in this case, this animal has intelligence.
This animal fucking speaks to you as it's about to die, and he sees that you're about to grab the human, and the animal says, no. Like, help me. You save the animal in that case.
So what would the human you?
If an animal was about to fucking talk to somebody that's going to save them, absolutely, I will understand at that point, because we're both going to look at each other like, what the fuck?
I would.
Did this dog just say, help me? Yeah.
So then what if it's like evil?
You saved the human. You saved the animal, I meant.
What if it's evil or possessed?
No. Sir, you don't have that time to make that split decision on if this animal is possessed or not. You save the animal. That's it. A talking animal outweighs the life of a human.
And
by
if
a
it
long
fucking
shot.
kills you later, it's totally fine because, we just...
Listen, man. An animal fucking speaks to you and it's about to die over a human. I think the animal wins that one.
Okay.
That code that I was speaking about just a minute ago,
Okay,
I think
what if the
dead.
human is your mother?
I mean, hey, I'm talking any human. If you're the human on the other side of that, you have to understand that this animal just said, help me. That person's going to say, hey, man, fuck no. I'm saving the talking dog.
Sorry, you save it and then it kills you.
I mean, well.
Like, what if it's like some...
Well, that's giving the idea that the animal is possessed, which I'm just imagining that...
It doesn't even have to be possessed. It might just be a piece of shit.
It could be a piece of shit animal, but he just spoke to you and no other animal has ever done that in humanity.
So are we just at this point where like we're just saving animals over any person just because it can talk, regardless of if the animal's a piece of shit or not? If we know
we don't have that discernment yet. I'm talking from the scenario we're living in right now. If you leave and you see a car crash and you say, I'm going to save this human, I'm running up to
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Yeah.
The human that you get to choose from, his blood can cure all known diseases.
All right. So now we're adding in a lot of different other shit.
Hey, if an animal can talk, I
so
can add in
if
this shit.
the human has golden blood and the animal speaks, who wins?
Yes.
Fuck. Animal. Speaking animal. I'm sorry.
Really?
That's never happened in humanity.
So fuck whole humanity and all the diseases.
It's a dog that talked to you.
It's a fucking guy that can cure any fucking disease.
I mean, hey, listen. Truthfully, if you're ever in that predicament as a human, I don't think you make a bad decision.
Okay. What if the human's Jesus?
What? All right, now we're adding in. Like,
you said in the human, right?
Look, man, if it's Jesus, then he's just testing me. So I have to save the. I don't know who the fuck I save in that scenario.
And what if, as you're choosing the animal in that scenario, if you choose the animal, Jesus looks at you and says, "I forgive you," and a tear comes down his eye, he fucking dies.
Well. I was gonna make a bad joke, but I don't want it on recording, so I'm not gonna say it actually.
Oh.
Speaking of Jesus, Had a lot of demonic shit going on in Doctor Strange. You think you would like this movie? You think he'd be interested in Doctor Strange at all?
The movie a good 6 or 7 for me.
That's
so probably like 7.
It's about a 9 or a 10 for me, just to open up. It's about a 9 or a solid 10 for me. So, do with that what you will.
The movie was slow as shit. It was like like the movie shouldn't even be called Multiverse of Madness. They only went to 2 universes.
Well. So obviously, non-spoiler free review here. We're definitely spoiling every part of Doctor Strange. I think that this was a 10 just for how it escalated. No, how it escalated everything. Like where we came from. And this is one of the movies aside, and this is the movie that did multiverse better to me. If we're thinking of multiverse, we have to think of the 2 movies they've dropped, which is No Way Home and this. This takes the cake for me. And like I told you off mic or whatever, I think that No Way Home was filled with a lot of fan service moments. Not saying that Doctor Strange wasn't. I just think that Doctor Strange did those moments a lot better. Now, granted, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was saying that, and I trust his opinion, I really do. And he was saying that he gives this movie a 6. And you give it a 6 or a 7 or whatever, you know what I mean?
I'd be generous and give it like a 7. Honestly, for the after credit scene, I give it a 6.5 for that bullshit.
That was a bullshit after credit scene. I actually was going to tell everyone that, like, bro, don't even waste your time. For both of them, really. Like, both of them really, to me, didn't hold up.
Yeah, definitely, like, because, okay, like, all right, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to
that part. We have a whole movie to get through. Opener. Just let's open it right up.
Okay.
We get right into it. Strangers.
Okay, I like that. Actually, the opening of the movie is pretty good. The opening where I think it's America
Chavez.
America Chavez. Which
what the fuck do you have wrong with America Chavez? Is the person or the name?
Like, okay, so the name and she also happens to just to create a fucking perfect shaped star, not a portal, like a star to symbol America. It's like.
Hey,
that's that comic book shit that you just got to be like, okay, I just take it.
I don't know about that one. That's kind of a thing where it's like, I like how they did that. That's
saying, like how did they know that? Like they didn't. What are the odds of like them naming their daughter America? In a universe they didn't seem to be like super patriotic. Like they seem to be just like very.
We don't know how.
I don't even know if that's Earth, but it looks kind of like Earth. Just
yeah,
like
I don't know
a more
where
chill version.
Yeah,
but it's
I don't
like,
know where that was.
If it wasn't Earth, how the fuck did you come up with the name America? And if it is,
but Earth, I think that's just a cutesy little play with the comic book names.
This girl just literally creates a portal that's a fucking perfect star.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
This isn't score deducting for me. It's
this
just something that I just noticed.
Yeah,
so
okay, fair enough. Opening scene. I thought I can tell you my initial thought when I first saw this opening scene. I was like, "Fuck, it's doing one of those." Like, I'm one of the guys that likes a movie where, if it can start off slow and build, like give me that slow start, like we're drinking tea and then we get something crazy. I love that, right? But this one started off like immediately.
I like how it started off.
I liked it. It eventually like came to me, but I know initially I was thinking to myself like, "Fuck, I hate that they're starting like this." But
when he woke up and then it was
yeah. Then it was a dream.
Segue reference to our last episode. Wet dreams.
Oh, wet dreams. Yeah. Imagine, that's funny. They never touched on that in the movie. They said something like in the movie. They were saying something like,
it's an alternate life.
Yeah, it's an alternate life. So you mean I got that pussy for real? Like, you mean I was actually about to fuck this girl? Yes, you were in your dream, and it was a great wet dream. So is the nut from an alternate universe?
Yeah, so if you have a wet dream, you nut in your dream.
Then that means it connected. And if that's the case,
so does that kind of dream walking? Or
maybe what happens if you impregnate a girl with that semen, like it
in a dream?
Yeah, like from a wow. We might be onto something.
Yeah,
We might be onto something.
Yeah, we might be.
Yeah, we might be onto something. I think that that scene was pretty cool. That opening scene was pretty cool. I love that Doctor Strange in that universe is willing to say, man, I don't give a fuck. I have to take your power before it gets whatever.
Listen, so like he gets up, he gets ready for the wedding. And he sits down there and there's a guy, talking to him. And he basically tells him, hey, in the time that the 5 years occurred, my cats died, which is not okay. He's like, his brother died, and Strange is like, I'm sorry. And then he asks Strange a very important question.
That was a good one. I love those moments.
He was like, you saw all the outcomes. Was this really the only way? And he looks at him and tells him, yeah. Which I like that question. Yeah. And I wish they could have expanded. They hinted at so many things on it.
I think it was one of those moments where it was like, it was kind of like having the superheroes to have a human moment where it's like you have to like sit with people who don't have this exciting life that you do.
I completely agree with that. It's just like where to move. It's like that question became like it's certain, which we're gonna get to. It's certain things.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying it's like that was a great question to have like a foreshadowing effect. Like, was this the only way?
Because
right. I agree.
The girl shows up in the movie. He's at the wedding. He which is highly inappropriate that this guy is like asking, this girl, is she pretty much over him? Could we have had a chance? And this woman is getting fucking married.
I mean, love is love. I get what you're saying though. And maybe you'll feel that way. She was marrying a black dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to that brother. Hey, yo, listen. I listen. Before I saw who she was marrying, I was on Doctor Strange's side the whole time. The moment I saw it was a brother, I was like, fuck. I was like, hey, Strange, you might have to take the L for this one, brother. Like, the brothers win.
All I'm gonna say is this: let you at your wedding, let Doctor Strange come to your wedding and let him talk to your girl, talking about I miss you and all that.
Well, Doctor Strange not fucking her like I am.
He in that weird shit.
Yeah, he can like
open a tongue out his fucking forehead.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, you're actually pretty right about that. Like he can put like a little fucking open a portal and shit through her ass and like. Yeah, Doctor Strange, he might be. Well, I'm fucking her better, Doctor Strange. How about that? She's marrying me. Sorry, brother. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That opening thing.
And then he just like pulled her out of the bus, used a spell to pull her out of the bus.
Yeah, and you asked something important. You were saying that wasn't he like a dick for like trying to break up the marriage of? I think that's just it's one of those old tropes of a film.
I get it. Like you really wonder like what if, and I get it, but like. Even in my mind, if I be like, what if I'm at a wedding, like if I've somehow got invited to a wedding of like one of my exes,
you gotta play it cool. You
just gotta. It's just like a respect thing. Like
you gotta play it cool.
It's like that. If one of my exes, I don't miss. For the record, I don't miss any of my exes. I'm sorry. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, and honestly, it's probably only I'm cool with a few of my exes. It's really not. It's probably only like one or two I would actually visit at a wedding, and I'm not trying to.
I mean, honestly, like I would go. It's like one ex I'll probably go to her wedding, but it's like one or two for me. But if I
and they know who they are at this point, they're cool.
If I wasn't over any of my exes. At the point where I'm getting invited to a fucking wedding, at that point I'm gonna be over. Like it's like, okay, this is sealed the deal.
True.
Or at the least I'm gonna be over to the most part. True. Where like I'm not gonna verbally try like I'm not trying. Like,
and you would kind of be of the mind. And obviously, again, this is a classic film trope. The guy comes to the wedding of his ex, and he just thinking back on it, I know Doctor Strange dealt with a lot of shit in this movie. They never even doubled back to that. Like, what was the significance of him telling her, I love you, really, dude? I guess they kind of did. I guess they kind of did with the other multiverse stuff. But, yeah, I guess. But, yeah, dick moves still. I agree.
So like, a commotion happens in the street. He goes out there. He sees, like, it's like this multi-universal monster, reveals it, stops it. Well, saves America Chavez.
Yep. And he was like, I saw you before. Where the fuck did you come from? And she's like, I'm from another universe.
And they're talking about her. And well, they're talking to her. And she's just telling them what's going on. And it was like, yeah, we have experience of multiverse. I like how they reference Spider-Man. Like, he obviously doesn't know who Spider-Man is, but Spider-Man's still in the Avengers. Like, he knows who Spider-Man is, but he doesn't know Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because he helped Spider. He remembered he helped, but he doesn't know. Yeah,
to what degree?
Yeah, and even when he was
hey, listen. I was gonna say something about No Way Home, man.
Hold on. This is.
I know. This is Strange's movie. Was it Strange's movie though?
He goes to get Wanda's help because the opening scene of her is having this dream of these kids, of her kids.
Yeah, and
it's very important. She wakes up and they're no longer there. So then he goes and
some people laughed in the theater on that moment. Did you not get that?
There was some people that did like
some people laughed, and I thought that was like I thought to myself, I was like, wow, what a fucked up group of people a little bit. Like unless if you haven't seen WandaVision and you laugh at that moment, it's kind of like, oh fuck.
But like he pulls up to her, asks her for her help, and she ends up revealing that she already knew who she was and hidden that she was like, because he told her name. He's like, you didn't tell me her name, did you? No.
Yep.
And
she just breaks the fucking She's
like, I given up magic. And he's like, oops, I didn't.
Yeah.
And you find out she's taking on the persona Scarlet Witch, and she's just had the dark hold, and it's corrupted her.
Yeah, and at the end of WandaVision, she's reading the dark hold, so they kind of like alluded to, hey, yo, this is what's happening. And there was also a scene that was cut out of the actual show where you can see Doctor Strange flying down to her. So it was kind of like that moment at the end they edited out and didn't actually use was kind of like mirror, like leading up to this moment that we saw in the theater. I didn't think that, I thought that like she was, the moment I saw her on screen, like she broke the hex, like I whispered to the person I was with at the theater and I was like, this woman is a fucking beast. Like she's about to go.
Which is gonna allude me to like a lot of my problems with the movie.
Really,
they're not her, like some aspects of her, but it's how they handled her. So
how they handle her.
I'm gonna get to this. Yeah, so she gives him a choice, like, hey, you give me America Chavez by sundown, or else I'm pulling up on like the what they call it, the Sanctum.
Sanctum, that wasn't Sanctorum. That was Comitage, I think.
Yeah. And I'm gonna fuck everybody up there. Period.
Yeah, and that was again one of those moments where it's like, well, obviously as a superhero, you can't give up America Chavez. You have to stick your foot in the ground.
Essentially, she wants the girl for herself so she can get to the universe, where her kids actually exist, and she can just be with her kids. Yeah. And
understandable as a mother, you know what she's been through. Wanda as the character, you would know 100% why that makes sense for her to want to do. So you can kind of side with the villain there if you have any.
Oh, an important note that America Chavez can't, like, her ability is opening portals to other universes, and she can't control it.
Yeah. Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which I think that should have been also in Spider-Man to some degree. So Doctor Strange named Spider-Man. Maybe swap the release dates for those.
Originally it was supposed to come out first.
That's why the fuck is shit out.
but hold on. I was like, we're gonna stay with Doctor Strange right now.
We'll stay with Strange.
So she pulls up the Comitage.
Yep.
And they got all the sorcerers and everyone ready to like fight her.
Prepare for a fight, yeah.
And she goes there and she fucks up everyone. Like they have a shield at
first. They held up really well at the beginning until they hit her with until she says like mental. She was like, I'm going to get into one. I just have to get into one person's head,
which I kind of fuck with that.
Oh, I fuck with that. That was hard. Like
I was.
She said run.
I'm just thinking like he was like prepare your minds, and I'm thinking they had some type of like these guys have trained their minds or have fortitude. Like I just thought they would have been better prepared. Like this is a magic sanctum where you guys have all these artifacts and shit, and you just don't seem like that was prepared as they could have been.
That to me. I don't think I really viewed it as that. I think I would have preferred more of a
struggle.
more of like what we got toward the latter half of the movie was more of the things where it's like closer fighting.
Because you remember,
I like closer fighting.
You remember in Shang-Chi?
I was just about to say, shout out Shang-Chi for how they did
They
that
were
shit.
actually prepared.
They were getting to it.
And they were getting their ass beat, but they were prepared.
Yeah.
Like,
Shang-Chi did a lot of things really well. Yeah, I agree, 100%.
I appreciate the siege moment or the stopping an invasion moment or stopping an attacker moment at the end of Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Then that Wanda fight at the Sanctum.
That Wanda fight had a lot of cool moments in it.
Give me a commentage. It's like it
had a lot of cool moments, especially when so we get past the initial her breaking down the shield, the fortress, and she's going crazy, kicking ass. Yeah. Taking names and shit, and then takes a horror turn.
And this is like, and this is added on to that. And this is gonna be throughout the movie, but I'm just gonna speak on this fight specifically. You would think like with them having some of the most skilled sorcerers in the world, so we got a fucking bull guy.
Right. Like fucking bull guy, do something.
They're like it's no super advanced spell. She's just shooting magic at her. This whole like
like I'm thinking like I want to see the shit where it's like. And I guess they couldn't do all of this, but like
Emotep from the Mummy was doing more magic.
Yeah, like I want to see the shit where it's like open a portal, drop her down, and this and that, and open moving her around. Yeah, like summon a snake or some shit. Like yeah. I really think I agree with you there. They dropped the ball on how they
would have been doing like some of the close.
What?
I'm going to expand on this.
Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, agreed. In that moment, they should have definitely gone to a lot more magic-y moments, you know what I mean? Like stuff like summoning snakes and opening a pit and you know what I mean? Like making her fight her way through it instead of just being kind of like an onslaught of her just like blasting people away.
And then she started, which you would think that the Sorcerer Supreme or Doctor Strange would have had some type of contingency, like, oh, if a person like against someone who can somewhat manipulate reality to an extent, which is all the literature that they have with everything, and I'm pretty sure in the comics they do, but like in the movie, you would think that would just be
that they could lean on to a lot of that. I think we could have had one or the other. We could have had the moment of either more magic spells being taken place. And then we didn't necessarily need this of the, maybe they have these books to prepare for. Like, we needed one of those two, and it kind of sucks
at least one of the two.
It's kind of sucks that we
would have been like fire, but at least one of the two.
Yeah, and then they take it from there, and they kind of hunker down.
And she uses,
and he puts her into the mirror universe, or mirror whatever the fuck spell.
And she uses the reflections to invade.
She started going through the water, bro. Like that shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Which
that was the hard take, the horror moment, like in the film. Yeah. That was like one of the first horror moments I think opened up in the film. Like that was really.
It wasn't like. It was like softcore horror.
It was softcore horror. Yeah. We're not saying
like. To be honest, they could have just left out that it was gonna have more of a horror tone because it was like.
But see, originally when they were creating the movie, they did have a horror director before they went with Sam Raimi. They had like I forgot what he fucking directed, but they had a horror director, and I was hyped.
Apparently, it was too
horrific. And
I think is that the correct word, horrific?
Yeah, they were saying like it was just too much for Marvel, and that's why I call bullshit. Because that movie, if any movie should have gone full on horror, like let's commit to it. If we say we're going to be Marvel and we're going to try to imitate a horror movie, go all out for it.
I would have been nice if she would have turned like people's fears into their reality and shit. Like
like I want her like if we're going to deal with a witch, like let's go horror. We're dealing with demonic shit.
Where like he like looked down and he saw all the Avengers dead.
Yeah, like let's see that on Ken. You know what I mean? Like I agree. I 100% agree. And I'm not even and just a little backstory on myself. I'm not a horror guy. Like I don't like horror movies. I'm a horror guy. I'm not a paranormal. In gaming I kind of go with it. But more so I'm not a paranormal guy. I'm not a guy where I like movies that have kind of demonic things going on with it. That's just not my taste. I can do like a Jeepers Creepers or fucking something like that, but I can't do that. But if they were gonna do it, bro, they should have went all the way out with it.
I agree. And so they get to the part where where she's about to strip because the Wanda wants to steal America Chavez's power. Yeah. And she's at the part where she's finally about to get where she begins taking her power. And in order to save her, sort of interrupted Doctor Strange, I believe he launches himself into her, and him and her end up getting thrown into a portal and sort of taken across the multiverse.
Taken across the multiverse. Really cool scene that Doctor Strange does often.
Which honestly, that one scene was probably the most you'll see of the actual multiverse.
Yeah, there was a moment where he, I don't know if this was the beginning or the that part there, but I just wanted to say it because I remembered it. At some point, he passes the Living Tribunal, and if you're a Marvel person, you know the Living Tribunal, and that was just a really cool point. Yeah. I don't know if it was that moment or the moment at the beginning when they did the whole thing, but that passing through the portal part, that was like, I can't wait to watch that moment again. That was a really cool moment for me. That was my shit.
So
they went through a paint universe. Do you remember any of the universes they passed
through?
They went
through like paint, then it was like a 2D-ish animation-ish.
They went through 2D. They went through they went through a kind of What If. If you watch What If, they went through that type of thing. What are the other ones? Can you remember any of the other ones?
They went through a lot. They went through
I was trying to see like we could remember any of them that jumped out at us. Because I know the paint one, obviously, because they referenced it, but I can't think of the other ones. I wish I could. But that was a really cool moment.
And they arrive at like their first universe, which, spoiler alert, which if you're watching, if you're listening or watching this, you've passed all the spoilers. But anyway, that's the final stop for our multiverse incursion. Multiverse universe.
Well, I will say, I would have liked for this movie to be more of a, hey, we're jumping to constant multiverse.
To be honest, they did more multiverse jumping in fucking Endgame.
What is time travel?
It's not time travel. It's different timelines, different universe. It's technically a different universe if it's different timeline. Because time and space are relevant to each other.
Yeah, I guess so. But I get what you're saying. But in these universes, it was kind of like things were backwards and things were upside down when they were supposed to be upright and stuff like that, which I can appreciate because I'm one of those people that loves the world building. And when you do something like that, I'm so intrigued by the intricacies of it, right? Like the red being go and green being stop and that type of shit. Like I love those little nuggets.
This shit was straight.
That was cool,
just
but
imagine an alternate version of like Tony Stark or like something like that.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was coming
up. They sort of I
thought he was coming up.
And then this is a little backtrack, but with the shit that was happening in New York, when he saved America Chavez, it's like it's in New York. I was like, maybe Spider-Man might go by and swing and save someone. Like he's not active. He's still saving people. Like he's in the Avengers. Like a cameo or something. Like just the general shit to let you know that hey, this is taking place in the MCU.
Yeah. So you want to see a Spider-Man cameo?
I want to mind like a Spider-Man cameo or like a Daredevil cameo. I will say like in general, I think Spider-Man did cameos in general better than Doctor Strange.
Nah, I can't say that, nigga. I can't say that.
Yeah,
no. Let's get to that. Let's get to that.
So he gets inside this other universe. He's like, he goes to like I think the Sanctum there.
Yes.
Yeah, and
he sees a statue that says Strange died heroically fighting Thanos, shit like that. Yeah.
And just the general concept, I was like, so this universe got past Thanos, and I was like, if Doctor Strange saw all those billions of outcomes, and he was like, there's only one where we survive, and I was like,
well, I mean, that might still stand true. Think about it. We saw no Tony in that universe.
All I'm saying is like
this is the only one way he survived.
I'm saying though, like Tony wasn't like, I don't even think the motherfucker existed. Cause there was no mention of him. Like, come on, like one of you haven't like we're gonna get to it, but the group that was revealed later is some of the world's smartest minds. How would you not fucking include Stark in that? Come on.
I mean, yeah, I never said he didn't exist. I'm just saying he might be dead.
It's like, to me, like, it was so many moments in this movie, like,
okay.
They
said that was a lie.
I know, but I'm not talking about how he I'm not talking about the fact that he died fighting Thanos. I'm the concept that universe survived Thanos.
Okay.
And then what America Chavez was saying is she made other Doctor Stranges, and I'm pretty sure all the other Doctor Stranges, like, it occurred after the battle with Thanos.
Yeah.
So like, if all these iterations survived Thanos, was that really the one he saw? Or was it the one that was most favorable to him? And I thought that was going to expand on that, where it was like, where, there were other instances where we survived, but I had to die. And as a Sorcerer Supreme, I felt like I was more and more. And it would have taken back to the whole, I got to be the one holding the knife, and you got to be the one doing it. And they would have took it back.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Because early in the movie, the girl that Christine, she was saying that the reason it never worked out because he always had to have the spotlight, or always had to be the one in charge.
Yeah. And kind of the same thing that Stark had going on with himself, like the whole, hey, you always have to be the one in charge.
I would say Stark was a little bit more humble than Strange, a lot more humble than Strange. And it's like Stark could be sit back and say, I don't know better, but like he'll sit back and let Cap take over if he feel like that he just out of line.
Man, we needed more time with Stark and Strange together, bro. Right. We really did. Fuck.
But that would have been a nice loop around and segue. If
that would have been a cool loop around. I'm not mad at that.
Because with the whole conversation at the beginning, it was like so like, and I was like, I was really hoping that we're gonna expand on that. Yeah. But
that would have been cool.
Moving on. So they get to the Sanctum, and it's like the black guy from the first movie that went bad. Yeah, Mordo. Yeah. But in this universe, he hasn't turned from what I understood.
No, I think he just dislikes
he just don't fuck with Strange.
He just
dislikes him. Yeah.
Yo, he gets in there, they kicking it and shit. He gives him some tea. I'm like, whoa. Like, oh shit.
And their vision start going slump.
Yeah, and like they were fucked up.
They were drugged.
Yeah, they were drugged. Yep. Mordo knocked him out. And they wake up
in the observation chamber.
Yep.
And somehow they invented devices that can stop you from producing magic.
Yeah. So that was just kind of like one of those things where I expected that out of that. Hey, we can limit your power in this universe and shit like that.
That's gonna be a very important issue that I have, not with the invention of that, but with like a big ass plot hole, which So they take Doctor Strange out and they take him to decide his fate and get interrogated. And they take him to like this council, and you find out the council is the Illuminati, which is a reference to a group in the comics where it's composed of some of the planet's most smartest minds.
Yep.
And in this case is
Reed
Richards, Mr. Fantastic. What was the other guy? Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Yeah. And if he speaks, you fucking just die.
Yeah, bro. So the moment I saw Black Bolt, I wanted to fucking jump out of my seat.
How does he communicate? That's all.
Sign language.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like he literally was like, "Shut the fuck up, Strange. I will fucking obliterate you."
And Patrick Stewart, as Professor X, and Mordo, or is I saying it right? Mordo.
Yeah, Mordo. You're forgetting about two key characters up there.
Oh yeah.
Captain Marvel and
in this universe, Captain Marvel is like the pilot that actually helped her.
Yeah, she's the pilot.
The black pilot.
So she's the pilot from the movie Captain Marvel, and then you have Captain Carter.
As Captain America.
As Captain America, who makes her appearances in the What If series. Yeah. She was great in that, so it was great to see her there. So basically, if you've seen any of these kind of different, little breakoffs of Marvel things, you would have been really excited to see everything. My main jump out of my seats were Captain Carter. I heard a lot of people screaming about.
There was a couple of people that were screaming about Black Bolt.
Bolt, I was screaming about.
Most people, there was people that was hype about Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic was the one. I think that was the one. Like, I think that was like, holy shit, we're getting a new Fantastic Four done.
Which I knew that they were gonna have the Illuminati, because it's like Professor X, some type of council. I was like, okay.
Professor X being there was pretty cool. I would like to see how they
should have kept all hint of that out the fucking trailer.
Honestly. And a lot of people were saying like, hey, yeah, man, the trailer's this. They showed too much. I'm long past the point where I watch trailers for movies. I watch the first trailer and that's it. I don't watch the multiple. I don't watch the TV spots.
The second trailer actually should have been the only trailer because it
I
didn't
did not
reveal
watch
anything.
any of that shit. I just watched the first trailer and was like, that's
yeah. When I saw the first, I was like, this too much.
I'm not like I used to make fun of my cousin a while back, like when he would say he's not watching trailers, and I'm definitely of that mind now. I don't do that shit. But yeah, we meet the Illuminati. And it's a bunch of cool ass people that we've been waiting to see, that we have seen.
And they actually revealed that Doctor Strange didn't sacrifice himself in their universe, but in their universe, he used a dark hole, and somehow it led to another universe dying. Yeah. And then that's the first time we get to see Black Bolt use his powers. Yeah. And he whispers, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. And they revealed that after defeating Thanos, Doctor Strange had them kill him to ensure that he doesn't become a threat. Yeah. So now they consider every Doctor Strange a potential threat, and they vote on whether or not allowing each Doctor Strange to live or die. And in this case, they're doing the same thing for our Doctor Strange. Yeah. And while this is going on, he's trying to explain to them that, hey, evil sorcerers just jumping through dimensions, that's dreamwalking, that is extremely powerful, is going to good fucking come here and try to kill everyone. And they're like, yeah, we're prepared for this. We can handle this pretty much. Like, and so when they say that, I'm like, okay.
And Bold lived enough of them to think that they can handle it. I'm not mad at them. They're a pretty great group of people.
So I'm like, okay, sorcerers. I'm like, okay, surely Doctor Strange has prepared them from any type of magical threats in his absence, or surely Mordo,
or somebody who can know the power of the Darkhold. Yeah. And to know exactly
how to stop it.
But again, that part kind of nitpicky to me. That's kind of going at the storyline.
Like, you would just with these people that's supposed to be the fucking Illuminati. I get one of the most powerful and collective minds in the fucking world. You would think that they would have a pretty good defense system for just outer dimension incursions. I mean, hell, they defeated Thanos, so they should be able to do it.
Yeah. All right. So let's just go ahead and jump to the fight moment. Let's go to the fight moment, right? So we get there.
So Wanda arrives.
And also, by the way, she in this entire thing, she's not even in her actual body. She's fucking shadow walking her own
other self in that other universe.
And which I can imagine takes its own set of power in it.
My whole thing, I would have just found a Wanda, like, and this is pretty fucked up, but forgive me, but I would have just found a Wanda in that universe and just killed her. Well, now they wouldn't work because he. Okay,
but yeah, all right. So we encounter Wanda and the Illuminati.
Well, they would have burned the body, like completely just destroyed the body. It would have been nothing for her to possess. I mean, it could have worked. Granted, he probably didn't want to take a.
I mean, again, then you're just killing. Yeah, then you're killing a mother.
But then he was about to strip the fucking. He was like, the superpowers. He was considering stripping powers away from America Chavez. So it could have been
shit. Nah, but there's a lot of gray area with killing a mother to two kids in this moment.
He was about to kill a fucking child though.
Shit, nigga.
Okay, but
it's a multiversal kid. Sorry, different rules. But yeah, she meets up with the Illuminati.
And this is my So I'm like, okay, they know who this woman is. They know like her abilities.
Yeah. And they're confident. They pull up very, very confident.
For some reason, Mr. Fantastic and with him having a wife that is a fucking telepath, he thinks he.
We're not getting that far. We did not get that far. We did not get that fucking far.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. He somehow, the ideal in his head is that he is gonna stretch and somehow inflict damage upon her. And immediately she rips him apart limb from limb, like
like fucking spaghetti. Yeah. So this is what I think that moment was, right? So that moment in itself, we didn't see Mr. Fantastic be Mr. Fantastic for real. I think that showcased two things.
No. I have no issue with him being Mr. Fantastic for real. That's not my issue.
No. I think what you're saying is that why would he think like this is the smarter play? What I think is what was happening in the movie. I think it was just structured in a way it's like, hey, we're going to do two things. We're going to introduce you to Mr. Fantastic. He's here. We're going to be able to see him. Two, we're going to showcase you how fucking strong Wanda is.
Basically, Richard's going to tell you, hey, we can do these. We have the rights now. That's basically what they're doing. And
I mean, shit. Just say, yo, we got more to come.
It's a way to fucking show how strong Wanda is without making the characters fucking stupid. Like, you got fucking, like, what the fuck is Captain America going to do against fucking Wanda? Yo,
they're fucking. What do you expect them to fucking sit back and say? Oh, we can't fight.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You would think that would have like I remember on it was one of the Avengers or one of the Marvel movies where like a threat was coming and they equipped one of the people with like special equipment to sort of be able to handle or give them a better chance of fair against it. You just
that sounds like fucking what's that movie Batman versus Superman?
No,
but that's what it sounds like.
You would just think that they would just have like better preparation, hey, bitch, you gonna try to this woman can, this woman can manipulate reality. Like
these motherfuckers came from a different universe. How do you prepare for that?
I can help. Like these niggas,
they can prepare for shit in their universe.
No, hold on. We gotta go back to that.
What?
They specialize in multiverse research. Like that's their whole thing.
Okay,
they've been doing
fair enough point. What I'm all right. Fuck it. Let's critique the fight. So Miss Fantastic gets fucking spaghetti, and they're like, Black Bolt's getting ready.
Yeah,
he's about to fucking speak. We already seen him say, "I'm so sorry," and he blows Strange away in the flashback. So he's about to speak, and he's getting ready.
Yeah, and he's like, "You can't do it with no mouth." And then he looks down.
She manipulates reality.
Actually, he died first.
Yeah, because he tried to fucking speak and he blew a hole in his fucking head.
Which that part was, I give
that was like, that was good.
That was good.
God, I was like,
yeah, he was the first one, and then Mr. Fantastic. Off of seeing that, let me just straight shit on this bitch and got
who died first?
Black Bolt, because then after that was like, oh, this bitch, because he was like, Wanda. Black Bolt can,
Oh yeah, yeah.
After seeing this woman take away this man's mouth,
that bitch was different.
You gonna try to stretch and get spaghetti?
Yeah.
So then it leaves just
then that leaves something pretty cool. We get it. Our all female fight, like we did on Infinity War and maybe Endgame too. I can't remember, but yeah, we did. Infinity War and Endgame. We get our all woman fight. We get Captain Carter versus Captain Carter. Captain Marvel versus
none of them went at this bitch at the same time
versus Wanda. Yeah, they should have went all day. But
they
never do.
Matter of fact, they sat back and watched her tear this man away like spaghetti.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, those motherfuckers, Reed Richards and Black Bolt, way stronger than you. Way stronger than Marvel. Well, maybe not Marvel, but she was way stronger. They were way stronger than Captain Carter. I can tell you that. So it was a good fight though. It was a great fight.
She threw and she trying to fucking do Captain America shit, throw around her fucking shield and hand combat. Again, nothing against her.
You just saying that shit don't work?
You don't it's a fucking telepath. Like
nigga, Captain America's been trying that shit too. It doesn't work.
We have Professor X who's a fucking telepath. Like you just think that there was just like.
We even get to that. We get to that.
Okay, so then she manipulates the trajectory of the shield to make it go through Captain Carter's body and cuts her in half, essentially killing her. So then you have this useless ass bitch in every fucking universe.
We talked off mic. Captain Marvel might be the most useless motherfucker.
This woman,
that bitch not worth shit in any universe.
She can withstand,
she's good.
She can withstand the vacuum of fucking space, withstand cosmic fucking events. But she gets killed by a fucking statue being dropped on her. And also,
I just want to clarify something because I think I've said it a number of times in this podcast. When I say bitch, I'm not meaning like
woman.
Yeah, I'm not meaning woman.
Motherfucker.
It's not your gender that's making you a bitch. It's just we're just saying the bitch. I don't know. It's no offense to anyone. Is what I'm trying to say.
I've called Reese a bitch. She's called me a bitch.
I've called him a bitch. It's just an interchangeable thing. We need to make a bitch jar. Like whenever we say bitch, just throw a couple cents in there.
That might be a thing.
That might be a thing.
But this shit is fucking.
Yeah, she's useless in every universe.
Like she fucking kind of goes into supernova, flies around, shoots at her. Then they end up having a blast because both of their powers sort of collide, and she drops a fucking statue on her.
Top of her.
This bitch flew through Thanos' ship in Earth 616.
Yeah,
and she fucking dies with a statue. I'm like, oh. Maybe she's not dead. Maybe she's gonna get back up.
I didn't really have an issue with that necessarily. I was just more upset that I'm not on the Captain Marvel hype train, and I think that they haven't done a great job.
Anything with her?
Yeah, they haven't done a great enough job to showcase hey, you're the strongest you're one of the strongest
leader of the Avengers.
Yeah, you haven't given me any of that type of vibe. Like, you haven't given me any of that. You haven't shown me you're the strongest. You haven't shown me you're the most dedicated to this.
Some would have been nice if Wanda would have tried to do like some reality shift or some mental shift on that woman, and she like used her cosmic powers to like break out of it or whatever, and that would have been jacking for me.
But see, a lot of the things that you're saying about the movie, there are issues that I have with the movie where when I think back on it, because I loved it, again, 9 out of 10 for me. A lot of things that this movie did wrong, I think they didn't give enough time to moments.
Essentially, it was like Thor Dark World with how like,
I love Thor Dark World.
How they got fucking massacred. Well, even they prepared a little bit.
I just don't like that throughout the movie of Doctor Strange, they had a lot of moments that could have gone on a lot longer or a little bit longer that could have made these moments better. Like, you know what I mean?
And the reason for that actually is because, and I love Sam Raimi, but because of his shooting style, he's more like of a campy type of. And
I see. I don't know what type. I see. I'm going to look more into his work now, because the only things I may have seen from him that they're just off the top of my head, or
more
like Spider-Man
it's
stuff.
more surreal and less actiony.
That's kind of upsetting though, because we could have really milked some moments there. You know what I mean? Like, we could have really milked a lot of moments.
Like the fight at the beginning with Kamar-Taj versus
Wanda,
like
there was just
like the Illuminati versus Wanda.
Yeah, like these were moments that could have been milked where they were something that we're glued to. Because when I was kind of speaking about this in passing with the guy that I know, he was saying that like, someone had questioned, like, was this even Doctor Strange's movie? Like, we didn't get a locked in Doctor Strange fight. We didn't get a locked in Doctor Strange.
Which we're gonna get to.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
So
we could have gotten to more. We could have gotten to more actiony stuff.
He kills all of them, and
she knocks it out on everybody. She kills everyone,
and she eventually makes it, I think, to America Chavez, and.
After they run for a while, and
and then Professor X enters Scarlet Witch's mind.
Yeah,
and there you see essentially Wanda's actual being or consciousness
trapped under like bricks.
Yeah.
Like, she's trapped in. Scarlet Witch has gotten full control of her at this point.
Essentially, the dark.
The Darkhold has gotten control of her completely, and
as he's trying to save her from her own subconscious or the dark hole, it gets to Professor X and snaps his neck and kills him.
Yeah, she fucks him up, bro.
Which, honestly, Professor X, like, that was the only reason, because he tried to enter her mind. I was like, okay, that's the only reasonable thing. But
but you expect for Professor X to do that, obviously. Like, why would you not?
Yeah, you would think
what else did he do?
I was saying, you remember, like, from the shit, like, even, so outside of Professor X, in general, just Professor X within what they've established, Patrick Stewart's Professor X, like how this man had an aneurysm and killed damn near all the X-Men.
Oh yeah,
or how I
forgot about that on Logan. Yeah,
or how like when he died at X-Men Last Stand, he transferred his consciousness to his brother's body.
Yeah, maybe they weren't getting. You're saying they weren't giving him enough credit, like as how powerful he is.
Yeah,
I agree. Like, that's fair. I'm not mad at that.
I feel like
I'm not mad at that.
Like, now, granted, in Peggy and Carter, Carter's case, like, you just a person with a shield messing with Fantastic case. You just like a motherfucker that can stretch. So I get why they got KO, which I would have thought they would have prepared something.
Black Bolt shouldn't have got KO'd, but I understand that one. That was pretty cool. I just kind of wanted to see this motherfucker. Like, I just want to see Black Bolt. The only person who, like, I have a Black Bolt.
I would have been at least satisfied with them not being prepared if Captain Marvel would have, like, not died in like a shitty ass fucking way. It would have been nice if that would have, if Wanda would have made Captain Marvel like go into supernova, like become unstable, and she would have like had to leave and would have just exploded. That would have been pretty nice.
Yeah, that'd been crazy.
But you're gonna kill this woman that's like, again.
Yeah. That's what I mean. We could have milked a lot of these moments. We could have had a lot of these moments that could have lasted a bit longer. We could have got something cooler out of it. I agree.
It's just like the whole movie, they were like running, like, and
that was a highlight for me. That was a highlight. That moment seeing the Illuminati all together, that was a highlight.
That was a highlight, and that just which they could have kept it out of the, like, that would have probably brought the movie to like a 8 for me if they would have just not put that in the trailer.
I agree. Because I didn't watch the trailer, but they should have put that in the first trailer. They did.
It was in the first. Like, they should just not hitting it, Patrick. That should not hitting it anything. Yeah, like the robots walking this nigga around. That should have just took all this shit out.
I agree, 100%, 1,000%. All right. So after that, They run away.
Yeah. And you find out it's like this. Which we skipped over this big important pop on, but it's this book that.
The Book of Ashanti.
Yeah, Book of Ashanti that gives you the power to defeat.
Yeah, and that's that is a big point we skipped. That's what the entire movie is chasing. The Book of Ashanti is the antithesis. What is it? I don't know how to fucking say
antithesis.
And whatever the fuck that word. It is that to the Darkhold. So that's what they're chasing. They're chasing the thing to kind of offset the book, the Darkhold. Yeah,
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, which makes sense.
The Doctor Strange in their universe created like a waypoint to it, which was very convenient. The first universe you go into, there's a fucking shortcut straight to the Book of Ashanti.
Yeah. Well, hey man, that's again going at the story.
Before the Illuminati, honestly, before it got to the scene where it showed Professor X, just from impression, I was like, maybe they're gonna hop a good, 4-5 universes before.
Yeah. And but see, that's also what I kind of wanted from this movie, right? I wanted more of them to do universe hopping. Like
there's so many things they could have explored.
Give me let's go through a fucking water world or something. Let's go to a lava planet. Just do the typical shit that we know from traveling different worlds. Let's go crazy.
It was very campy.
And that's what I mean. That's why I was kind of upset that they did it that way because they didn't have to station it so well. It's called Multiverse of Madness.
You only
let's go crazy.
Go into one only multiverse.
Yeah. Again, still a 9 for me, but I can understand people saying that they wanted more, they expected more.
It was all the hype they put behind it too. Just the come see Multiverse of Madness.
And even more than that, it's kind of like what we expected more, or I can imagine people expect more because of Loki. That's what I was going to say. Because of what Loki did, because of what No Way Home did, because of what a lot of these, Loki being the more specific one, how Loki is kind of saying that we're about to get crazy. They should have gone crazy. They should have been the theater going crazy. Let's hop multiple movie universes.
Or the scene in the trailer that was cut from that isn't even in the movie where the Doctor Strange from the What If is we're about to get out of hand.
Oh yeah, they were thinking that was the Doctor Strange where he's the ultimate sorcerer or something. He conjures all types of demons.
Yeah.
And,
that would have been really good.
That would have been I ain't gonna lie, that would have been crazy. That would have been fucking that boy is a monster, yo.
So they get to the Book of Ashanti through the shortcut,
which looks like a beautiful book by the way.
And during this time, Wanda is chasing them, but she's slowly chasing them. When she it's very played, it's drawn out.
What?
The chase where they're running from Wanda because at this point the motherfucker can fly, she can manipulate we doing
bro, stop running, stop playing with me,
and she not, and it's just because she's getting tired of chasing them. She doesn't want to chase them. Bro, why are we doing this chase? We know you this chase is moot, the way you're doing. It's they just wrote that scene because they didn't know how to make this, they didn't know what to put from between scenes. So we're gonna make this a chase scene with Wanda. It's just
I can't really go for that part. I get what you're saying. I'm not mad at that, but that just comes a part of the movie running its course. So I don't really try to look too heavy into it.
It's so many that was.
Where does it go after that? After
they get into the Book of Ashanti.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange takes the Book of Ashanti. You would think that if you pick up something like that, you would just absorb the knowledge or some fucking shit. Which maybe he did, but hey,
I think you gotta crack that bitch open and read it.
But anyway, something that Wanda does in the book fucking gets destroyed. This fucking
this all powerful book.
It gets fucking. I'm like,
and you know what's crazy? Who wrote I think they mentioned it. Who wrote the Darkhold? Was it Wanda? No, it was written about her.
The first demon.
All right, so who the fuck wrote the Book of Ashanti?
I don't fucking know. It's a lot of shit they could have.
I would like to know about that. That would be really cool. Cause I would love to see the opposite side of all that, the God side of that. There's a lot of demonic shit in this movie, and again, that's just not my cup of tea.
So they get done with that, and then she finally gets America Chavez and takes her back to the other dimension, and she throws Strange and that universe is Christian into in between or a lost universe in a sense. It's just like the universe is in a derelict, basically, where they get thrown into.
Where they meet the other Strange?
Yeah, where Doctor Strange and Christine are thrown into.
Oh, yeah. And they meet the Strange that kind of like, what the fuck did he do again?
He's a keeper of the Darkhold because he's read through it, and he kills other Doctor Stranges because he can't. Because if he can't have Christine, then the other Doctor Strange. It's like some very
which I would have preferred the Doctor Strange from What If over that guy. Because while that was pretty cool, I just didn't.
It wasn't really any big payout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was really no big payout for it,
and that would have been the perfect time to sort of intrude the thing where he's like, "Oh, I know about the real truth behind the decision you made." Only one, such and such.
Like, that goes back to what you were saying.
It's like, only one where you lived.
Yeah.
But in all the others where we succeeded, you had to die, but you didn't want to do that, did you?
Yeah.
Like, that would have been so well fucking done. And it would have been a big ball. Like, it would have been like you really a fucked up, arrogant person, Doctor Strange.
Or, it could have been one of those real self-reflection moments.
And then they could have had an option where, like, in a later movie where they reveal more about what's going on in Doctor Strange's bigger role, you'd be like, oh, he saw this, and this is why he did that.
I'm not mad at that.
They could have done a lot. They really could have done a lot with that. They really dropped the ball.
They could have. To the point where, while that moment, like where they were meeting that Strange, while it was a cool moment, it doesn't even glue to my memory as good. Like it does. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not. That's how I know something. That's how I know it wasn't done to its absolute best, because that moment didn't glue to me, because it should have, going from Illuminati to the next act after that should have been like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like, and it just didn't give me that. That moment didn't really glue to me at all.
Illuminati, I think it should have happened towards the end or the climax. Like they should have set that up somehow where it would have happened.
I like the way it was at.
Or it should have been some other dimension hopping.
Some other dimension. Like they should have went right to another dimension after that shit. Yeah. Real shit.
Like, because the way that made it seem like that one was gonna be chasing them through like multiple years.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. It was so
disappointing.
And I agree with my brother that they should have definitely done universe hopping, because fuck it, why not? Like that's the thing, man. Like
even Into the Spider-Verse technically had better hopping than that.
Yes. Back to Into the Spider-Verse. Come on, we know what that movie did. We know how that movie did it. That movie did it right. Like we should have. Agreed.
So getting into back to the movie.
Yeah.
He fights the other Doctor Strange. This fight is so fucking mediocre. Like Doctor Strange just throughout this entire movie and just with everyone, the spells were better. Like Doctor Strange went way harder when he was fighting Thanos in Infinity War than his spells in this fucking movie. Like in Infinity War, this man is creating like multiple arms, turning shit into bubbles and shit.
No, fucking Infinity War, yo. Doctor Strange got off some shit in Infinity War. He was doing some shit in Infinity War. He's turning butterflies and mirrors, and he fucking did like the like he lassoed Thanos and like multiple versions of himself and shit. Like those scenes in there, we should have seen that, because then we see that in some degree in Strange 1. I think we
a little bit. Yeah, he went hard in Strange 1.
Yo. What the fuck are we waiting for to watch this, man? Like, we shouldn't have been looking for it that hard in the Doctor Strange movie.
It's a sequel. Like, it was like this man, it's like they got really lazy with the spells he was doing. Like, it was just the same, yellow, orange variation. Like, he was making a whip or shield.
We're not just opening a portal. Like, we don't need to just do that. We don't need to just do that. No.
And even as Wong as a Sorcerer Supreme, like, he wasn't really doing spells. Like,
Wong being Sorcerer Supreme and still not kind of doing shit, that's a problem.
Yeah. And then they didn't, and this is a quick mini segue, they also never brought like the Shang-Chi ending where Wong got them involved. They never that was completely irrelevant in this movie, even though it was like we're dealing with Wong and
and that's where you could have added some shit in the 2 post-credit scenes that were kind of shitless.
Yeah. or in the part where, they went to Comatage, they could have had some of the, the guy with the rings there.
Something. Give me something. I agree. Wanda was...
it. Like she was the main focus of the entire movie,
Yep.
and to me, that took a lot away from potentially where the movie could have
And
gone.
it's kind of upsetting because while she deserved her part to kind of be seen in the movie, we've seen WandaVision. WandaVision came out. We know why she's going at what she's going at. I get it. I mean, showcase her in her anger, but fuck, show Doctor Strange with some nuts.
It would have been better if she was helping them and that was coming against a different multi-dimensional threat, and then halfway in the movie, when like she realizes that she can use a girl for her own desires, then she turns on him.
Yeah,
that shit would
I'm
have been.
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I don't really like to go too much on the storytelling because I don't try to like. They written the movie. They created this movie. I think my job as the viewer is to view it from there and not try to manipulate it and to say.
I'm like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying like a narrative and saying, hey, you could have made this narrative more enjoyable by doing X, Y, Z. I don't think there's anything.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying like I don't like to. It's tough for me because I try not to judge people's work and say that you could this better. You could. It's like to try to judge what they gave. I get it,
but like if you're watching a story, you
have
the right to say like, hey, from writer standpoint, like, or just from a viewer standpoint, like this isn't like there's no payoff for me for sitting in for this movie for over 2 hours for getting hyped up over for months. Like
I was hyped, and my hype still stands. I fucking enjoyed the movie.
Obviously, it didn't match my hype.
Yeah, while I can find a lot of like points where this movie kind of slumped, it still was an overall hit for me, and we still have a lot to go for it.
Yeah, so like the movie goes on. Mm-hmm. He fights the other Doctor Strange, defeats him, gets the Darkhold, uses that to dream jump into the actual original universe since he is separated from. Yeah,
the original universe is Doctor Strange, so he animates a dead corpse.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Which was the Doctor Strange that died.
Which was pretty cool. I like how the underworld. That was really good. I like how the underworld was like, you don't take a soul, like you don't. Yeah,
that was it was funny because the person I saw with, she was like, that was like the highlight of the movie for me. Just that part. Yeah, that part, and I was like, that's pretty fucked up. That was the highlight of the movie. That shouldn't have been the highlight. That for me, that was probably the best part of the movie for me as well. Really? Yeah, because like the Illuminati, like it was shoehorned in there, and like they just they poorly executed.
Maybe you could say poorly executed, but I wouldn't say
okay. They poorly executed, which I was like, bro, like go hard or go home with this multiverse shit. Like I keep dropping the ball with so much shit.
That's
like
facts.
you
That's
you at
go
the
hard
point,
to go home
like,
with.
Yeah,
go hard to go home with it. That's one of my and to that point. That is why, to this day, and probably will stand for a while, Loki has done multiverse the absolute best, and it is not even a close race at who did multiverse or who looked at this multiverse shit with some fucking oomph. Like Doctor Strange kind of pussyfooted on it a little bit and showed it No Way Home. To me
honestly, if Doctor Strange wasn't A-list actor, like if he was more like the girl who plays Wanda or like Hawkeye,
Jeremy,
it would have worked a lot better as a fucking show.
What?
Multiverse of Madness would have worked a lot better as a show.
Oh, you're saying if Benedict Cumberbatch wasn't like the fucking well, yeah, maybe, fucking be, maybe, yeah, maybe.
He finally catches up to Wanda, and he's. Again, still no match for her. We're no fucking surprise because he didn't learn anything fucking new.
Yeah.
So he gets to America Chavez and he talks to her and he essentially gives her.
Like, and this is after Wanda has kidnapped America Chavez. America Chavez is laying on like the pentagram or something.
She's still in her powers.
Also in between this, Wanda finds out that she's like the one who the book was written about.
She's the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she's the Scarlet Witch. These demons were waiting for her. They were waiting for her to take her throne. And that kind of happens all in the middle of that while Doctor Strange is coming back to kind of save Chavez.
Yeah. And
so he comes to save Chavez, and Wong's alive. Tower, not surprised.
And he's not really doing much.
Yeah. Again, Wong is not fucking doing much.
You're
Sorcerer Supreme at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what they was doing with that. And Shit, I see why his ass ran in Infinity War.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If Wong being Sorcerer Supreme, I can equate that to Falcon being the sidekick to Captain America. If Falcon is now Captain America and he's still on that bullshit like he was on while he was with Falcon, like he was on the Winter Soldier show, no, bro. Yeah. Get that shit together. You're Captain America now. Wong, you're Sorcerer Supreme now. Get that shit together. Like, fight. Showcase something.
So, I remind you, America Chavez has zero control of her powers.
Yep.
Doctor Strange give this girl a pep talk where it's like, you've always had control of your powers. You got to believe in yourself and you got to trust yourself. And she has control. Surprise!
Yeah, the power of believing in yourself. That is what really takes us away. Which I'm not mad at, bro. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. It's
almost as bad as fucking Star-Lord dancing in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 to stop a guy who can tap and destroy the planet.
So I'll do you this. We'll come back to the America Chavez believing in herself, that being the ultimate superpower thing. We'll kind of double back on that because I want to see the movie again before I kind of make that definitive statement about like, oh, now she can control her power. You know what I mean?
And like, it's sort of just like, oh, you've always been controlling it. It's sort of just it's like they did that to say, yeah, that's why she took us to the first universe that we needed to be at first, because she has always been able to control. I was like, bro,
yeah.
Either go hard or go home.
Was that? Wait, is that when the movie ends?
So,
because I'm
America Chavez realizes in the fight with Wanda that she can't beat her ass, so instead she mentally beats her by taking her to the kids in that universe.
Yep.
And her kids in that universe are terrified of her as Scarlet Witch, and they go to the Wanda that's in that universe. And after she sees what she becomes, she decides
it's kind of like a self-reflection thing. Yeah. Like your kids are even scared of you. Like you think you're doing them a favor. When you're not, you're scaring shit out of your kids.
Which you were verbally telling them this whole fucking... Strange was verbally telling this girl that shit the whole fucking movie.
Which I'm not mad at that she had to see it for herself. That's cool. That's cool.
I just wish it wouldn't have fucking taken... I would like... I'm okay with that, but goddamn it, don't make that the entire fucking movie.
What? Nah, that's a pretty heavy one.
No, I'm saying, kids, I'm saying like, don't ground the whole movie because of that shit.
I don't know. I think you do.
They grounded the whole. I'm saying like they like.
She lost her kids and her husband.
I'm saying one, she didn't.
She lost her husband and her fictional kids.
Like
that shit hurt.
That is really big.
Yeah, it's like fucking major.
The entire movie revolved around
like that'll make you a villain.
Them
that'll make you a villain,
like
and
the
that'll
bigger
make you
multiverse picture. And it again, as we was talking, it closed the doors on so many different ways they could have taken this movie. And I would have been okay if they could have still explored those doors, and they could have like double backed on that Wanda thing halfway in the movie, and then she changed, and then she ends up becoming a villain. So to make her the villain right off the bat, it's just. I get it. And I can even have it where he went to Wanda for help, and he finds out she's using a dark hole, but he's questionable of it, but he needs her help. And despite his feelings about it, he still takes her on, and he does it because she asks him, like, you sure that where my husband died, etc., that was the best, that was the one, you know, that you get to decide. He's like, I break the rules, I'm a bad guy, you do it.
You know what's crazy? All that multiverse hopping, she ain't look for Vision once.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that.
She ain't gonna find that nigga for shit.
Like, I thought about that shit. I was like, bro, that
she ain't gonna find him for shit. Like, I mean, nothing. She didn't even search. She didn't look high, look low. And she didn't look for shit for Vision.
Which was really like and it made me wonder who the fuck to follow those kids?
Vision.
You don't got no nuts.
I mean, maybe.
Exactly.
She gave him something, bro. She gave him she just didn't look for Vision at all.
So does he I mean, we're getting a little bit specific here, but in the other universes, if the dad is Vision, does he have a working testicle?
Vision got some nuts on him. Vision got nuts on him.
So that's a whole nother conversation. It was just a big ass plot hole right there.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
But just it's so many places they could have taken the movie. So anyway, he saves her. And Wanda kills herself pretty much, or collapses the sanctum on herself. And they take America Chavez back into like the Comitage, and they're rebuilding Comitage. America Chavez is thankful that he saved her.
Yep.
And the movie pretty much ends. Well, it ends with Doctor Strange realizing that he needs to get over Christine, that he just needs to embrace it, the path he chose. And he replaces his broken watch, and he leaves his apartment, or the sanctum.
Yep.
And he's walking down the street, and a third eye appears in his forehead, the same eye that appeared on the corrupt Doctor Strange.
Yeah, so they're basically saying, because I think our Strange had to use the little bit. He had to use the dark hold. So now I think they're kind of saying that he has a little bit of that with him. So I guess we're going to kind of see. Is he fully
corrupted, or is
I don't know. I think we're kind of going to explore that. I think we're going to explore that. Which, hey. There are better ways to end a movie. Not gonna lie to you. Better ways to have. At least
it wasn't Morbius.
Yeah,
you still haven't seen it?
I still haven't seen it. Yeah,
but
better ways to end a movie. Because those post credit scenes. No,
and I want to say
maybe I didn't get the first one, but that last one, that was a cool little funny ha ha ha. But
no. I thought it was Silver Stone or whatever. That telepath.
She cut through the fucking multiverse with a blade.
Yeah, it's a telepath in X-Men. I think her name is Emma something. And I want to say that was her.
Yeah, you want to do a quick Google. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I can look it up because...
Geek Goonz. We always have the latest, greatest information right on hand. It's like we got the internet in our hands, in our pockets. But yeah, I think that I'm interested to see how they will bring more of the mutant side of things into these universes, into this universe.
Okay, so it's not who I was expecting. So
who is it?
Clea. It's a different character entirely. Clea
Glacier. Who the fuck is Clea?
Okay, so we just gonna have to figure it out. I was hoping it was gonna be an X-Men reference to one of the telepaths, one of the super strong telepaths, but it would have made sense if I guess it doesn't make sense if she would have been able to have.
So I guess she's a Doctor Strange. She's like a Doctor Strange. She's like one of his type of
people.
Yeah. Like one of his type of villains or heroes or whatever.
And they never expanded on which I'm pretty sure in the third movie they're gonna expand on the evil Mordo or whatever. Which
Mordo deserves his moment of.
You would think
shine.
that he didn't have you wonder why didn't he have the Darkhold?
I don't know if this Mordo was bad. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about in Earth 616. Why didn't he have the Darkhold?
I don't know.
It's just a lot of
See, so here's the thing about the multiverse, and I say this to people quite a few times, and I said this at the start of it all everything.
I'm not even getting into the Mordo. I'm talking about in just Earth 616.
What?
Why didn't Mordo have the Darkhold?
See, but this is what I'm saying, right? This is what I say about the world of multiverse, and I said this right after I saw Loki, and again, Loki is top for me. That's number 1. It's a solid 10. I won't sway on that at all. I think, and I remember saying this, I think that there's going to come a point that the multiverse it's going to get chaotic. And I think that it's gotten chaotic, and it's just fucking started.
The fucking subtitle is called Multiverse of Madness. This was the fucking opportunity for them to get chaotic.
That's what I'm saying. It's supposed to get chaotic. And I'm thinking it's going to get chaotic, but it's getting chaotic in a way where it isn't giving the feel. It isn't giving the vibe.
It's really not. It's just
and I can say that from No Way Home, and I can say that from Doctor Strange. The multiverse has to be. It's such a difficult concept to try to lock into because it goes so many different places. You can't really perfect it.
It's not. You Marvel, you motherfuckers is doing it big, and you got all your rights now.
They did do it big.
Jump through some fucking universes.
I agree with him on that.
God damn it. How you gonna call a movie Multiverse of Madness like it's multi-universes? Nigga, 2. Okay, you know what? I'll give you credit. 2, like the original universe and the universe I jumped to, that's technically plural. And if you want to count that scene where they drag them through, which I don't really count that because you didn't stay in none of the motherfuckers.
And honestly, if you want to pass through some universes, Fuck it. You can do some bullshit. You can have them wait around in a teddy bear universe and just make a joke out of it. Like you can have fun with it. You can really have fun with this. Like
and honestly, the scene where they had them like phasing through the universes, they set it up for me like, oh, they're gonna be doing some universe jumping in here.
Yeah. And I wanted that. I wanted some universe jumping. I really did. And we got a little bit of that.
Bro,
I think I just wanted more.
Like, I love you. Like, thank you for the first 3 Spider-Man, but fuck you.
I wouldn't say fuck you. He came in, he did his job.
No,
I think he did a good. You. All right, fair enough. I think he came in, he did his job. He did a.
I waited for this fucking movie. No, you know what? I ain't even gonna say fuck you.
He did.
I'm gonna say fuck you to the writers, whoever the fuck the reason the movie's so goddamn killing people. Fuck you. Sincerely.
It could have been Geek Goonz. More of a. I'm mad at that. I like that. And I think it could have been more of a. It could have been wackier while being more. It could have been wacky while being more streamlined.
So this is a train. This is a movie. This is the beginning of the movie. This like sort of as it got towards the middle. This man saw Illuminati.
Yeah, like you gave like thank you for giving me Illuminati. But if you were gonna if
that was
you could have given me all of those characters in the Illuminati. They're different thing if you hop through multiple universes. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean. Like honestly, something.
If they had to, if for them to make that scene is why they didn't universe jump and explore all these other fucking things. Fuck it. Explore this shit in a different movie. Fuck it, but put that shit in a different movie. Like you could have went through a whole different universe for fucking Tom Cruise is Tony Stark or some crazy shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, somebody said that shit in the movie when they saw like all like the fantastic. They saw Mr. Fantastic, Professor shit. Somebody was like, "Bro, if Tom Cruise comes out as fucking Iron Man." And they said in the back, and I was thinking to myself, fuck, please, Tom Cruise, come out as fucking Iron Man. Yeah. Like, please. Like, we had Cap, we had the Thor-esque character, I guess.
Or at the very least, they could have, like, it's just so many places they dropped the ball on this movie for me. Like, okay.
And that's I think that's why I'm fucking saying his name, Ethan. Yeah, that's why I think Ethan gave it a 6. Like, just speaking for him, I think he may have felt that too. Like, I think he may have felt like, there's so many places that dropped the ball where they could have gone with it.
So this is it at a 10, right?
Yep.
So this is them completely not exploring, and bring my hand close in the frame. This is them not exploring the whole, was that really the best outcome where we won? Like they made that so pivotal, and it was like a very good surreal sort of subliminal message, sort of like simplistic message that they just dropped. 9. And
I have to watch it again in order to have like real full clear.
So I'm at a 9 now.
All right.
Go to one universe. 8.
All right.
Okay. America.
Choose your ones carefully now. You got about 2 more.
So this is I'm on an 8 right now. So then the pep talk from America Chavez.
Mm-hmm.
That you just miraculously get control of your powers. The magical fights, not like just dropping the ball on the magical fights.
Mm-hmm.
The Illuminati and Comatage, mainly the Illuminati. I could have gave them lean over to Comatage, but Illuminati, one of the world's greatest minds, motherfuckers, has been studying multiverse research all this goddamn time.
Yeah.
Zero prepared. Got motherfucking Captain America throwing shields. Got fucking Captain Marvel getting crushed by a goddamn statue. Got fucking Mr. Fantastic trying to just stretch his foot to try to hit this bitch. Like, yeah, 7. Yeah, that bitch is 7.
Okay,
that bitch is 7.
I think overall in terms of
and
there are a lot of things that could have gone differently in this movie for me.
Better.
Yeah, but I think overall in funness, and that's what I'm gonna rate it. Like, how much did I enjoy the movie? It was about a 9 for me. I've really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed No Way Home a lot better than this. Like, I like sitting down, like the excitement that I felt watching No Way Home.
Sorry,
like
No Way Home had a lot of moments for me that were like, oh my god, I fucking love this. But it was just like, all right, like, yeah, it's. Doctor Strange over No Way Home for me. No Way Home over Doctor Strange.
That scene where Andrew Garfield called MJ, like when MJ was where you thought MJ was,
I didn't give a fuck
like
about
that shit when that killed
I mean, that was cool.
Like, yes.
Killing Aunt May was tough. That was tough.
And him, Peter Parker deciding not to approach his friends because he saw their lives are better.
There's a thing in the end credit scene of that movie. The note that Peter Parker had in the end credits. It's when they're like saying the names of Zendaya, Tom Holland, shit. You'll see a clip of the note that he actually was holding in his hand. You can read what he said, and he's like, "Hey, MJ, like, believe it or not, we're friends," or something like that. Like, so if you ever watch Back to No Way Home, you can go through the credits and you'll see the note which he was going to hand MJ, so you can actually read it. So it's pretty cool. But yeah,
and there was a lot of like background stuff they had in No Way Home, like background stuff that I sort of like attention to detail type of background stuff. Like just with the different Spider-Man, with the villains, with just like the cameos that they had in there. Yeah. Shit, honestly, shit, Doctor Strange whooping more ass in No Way Home. When he took Spider-Man to that whole fucking dimension.
No, that's a fact. No. That's a fact.
No, he was whooping way more ass.
He was kicking more ass and no, that's a fact.
Then Doctor Strange shoot. That's fucking sad as fuck.
Yeah, that's sad as fuck. That's sad as fuck. Damn.
Like Doctor Strange is one of my most favorite fucking characters.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is definitely probably my favorite Avenger at this point.
He was, motherfucker.
I mean, my hype was riding the highest on Doctor Strange because that's my new Cap. That's my new Iron Man. That's my new. It was Doctor Strange and Black Panther for me, and rest in peace Chadwick Boseman. Hopefully they do that justice, which I think they will. But Strange. After sitting down here talking about it with you, I have new insight to kind of take in.
That bitch still a 9 for you, ain't it?
Still a 9 for me because I had fun with it. I mean, maybe if I watch it again, it might drop. Or it might go up. Who knows?
It might, like, honestly, if you watch it again, you probably won't drop to a 7. I can honestly see you probably dropping to an 8 at the most.
Yeah, 8.5 maybe. But I did enjoy it. And I know that for a fact. I enjoyed it.
So, okay, I think you can say that, like, from a 7 to a 9, it's like a reasonable range. Like a 7.
Yeah. A 6. Whatever. 6 is
8 being a B. Like, Morbius is a fucking 6, maybe a 5. Like, Doctor Strange is definitely not a fucking 6, but, like,
about a 7.8.
It's like a 7 at the most, a 7.5. Just because like a 7 is like this movie's like good, but like it's a couple of inches from being ass. And honestly,
fuck.
You know what? I take that back.
Nah, fuck our ratings.
It's a 7 for me.
Fuck our ratings. What the fuck does IGN rate it?
A 7. Ironically,
IGN rates everything.
I want to say they gave it that. They might have given that 6.
IGN gives shit reviews on good movies and good reviews on shit.
You can see why Doctor Strange got a fucking 7. Like,
bro, I don't trust IGN on this shit.
Even if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, that bitch is sitting at like a 7.
Well, that's whatever,
8%.
But this is more of a shitting on IGN sort of thing. IGN literally like would fucking give a 10 to some shit. And be like, oh my God, we had this great movie that's really thought out. 6.
They gave Batman a 10.
All right, they get it right sometimes.
All right, then. All right, shit, motherfucker.
A broken clock is right twice a day, goddamn. Fuck. Like, yeah, I get it, though. I get it. But yeah, Doctor Strange, solid 9 for me. That's not changing. But I do have to watch it again to give it some further insight. Yeah.
Like, honestly, I could have waited for that motherfucker to stream and I would have been satisfied. Like, me and the person that saw was like, yeah, we could have waited for the motherfucker to stream. Or like this how I feel. Like if you get my ass out of my fucking seat, sit my ass in a seat that's not in my fucking home for 2 hours and 30 fucking minutes.
It was like 2 hours and 6.
If you get me out of my fucking seat in my fucking couch
for 2 hours.
To sit down in a place where other people and watch some shit, that shit better be fucking good. And that shit did not blow me out the fucking water.
It did for me.
It was, they dropped the ball too many places for me. And I'm like, bro, why are they doing like...
Yeah. Fair.
Go hard or go home, bitch.
All right. Marvel, you hear that, man, right? That's Twite.
Honestly.
Yeah. What? Careful what you say now. We are the Geek Goonz. We stand together. So,
and y'all can take this on record. This Flashpoint movie that's coming out, That bitch might be better than Doctor Strange.
All right, so he's on that ledge on his own, and that, folks.
I'm saying we got three. I think we got 2 or 3 different Batman in that fucking movie.
You talking about Flashpoint with Flash?
Yeah.
With Ezra Miller?
Yeah.
That shit might not even fucking happen. Ezra Miller's been fucking on
if that
bullshit.
bitch, if that bitch come out, that bitch might be better than fucking Doctor. No.
Ezra Miller's been on the tear in Hawaii.
Doctor Strange, fuck that shit.
Ezra Miller's been fucking over the people of Hawaii for the last month.
I don't know what's going on with him, but that's
he's been fucking some shit up over in Hawaii. So that movie might not even come out, but I won't hold him to that. I'll let him stand on that ledge on his own.
That motherfucker come out and that bitch. I'm gonna tell you right now, that motherfucker bad. We're gonna be sending this review. We're gonna be like,
don't worry, it's carbon copied now. It's dated. We will have this shit on record. Whatever he said about that movie being better than this, he'll have to stand on that. And that is Twite. That is Twite of Geek Goonz.
Yep, Twite Night.
Twite Night of Geek Goonz.
Yeah.
And is that?
I mean,
got anything?
Oh my god, that movie! It's like I watched that movie and I don't feel satisfied. It's like when you eat something and you don't have a full fucking stomach.
Shit, get sides. Go watch the fucking.
Well, if the Illuminati was actually useful in that movie, it would have been. If the Illuminati was useful. Like the Illuminati, mind.
But that's a good reason why Tony Stark should have been there, because the Illuminati, obviously, that's his thing.
I love Tony Stark.
Should have been there.
He should have, but you got Professor X.
Professor X was.
You had Doctor Strange, who was like. You had Mordo, who was a magician. Like, who is a magician.
Sorcerer? I think magician might be like
nigga use magic. Regardless. These motherfuckers were in a position where they could have properly prepared. They did multiverse research, nigga.
Yeah.
Multiverse research. Nigga, Doctor Strange pulled up. We already know where you from. You from Earth 616. I'm like, okay. So you know about this bitch Scarlet Witch? Yeah, we prepared for it. Yeah, we ain't afraid no witch. All right, cool. Wanda pulling up. Hey.
Yo, no,
hey,
that's no. Yo,
Captain Marvel. Hey, Wanda in the living room, bro. Go ahead, say what's up to
No,
her.
that's fucking with something that like you're fucking with the storytelling. I can't rock with that, because it's like that fucks with the, I don't know, man. That changes something.
And why these niggas getting their ass beat? Professor X over there in the bag making a sandwich and shit.
Yeah, Professor X.
That nigga putting on his good suit and shit.
Like, yo, Professor X, like, you're way more powerful than this.
Now, if that nigga would have mind held her and then that would have beat the shit out this woman's body. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I would have been like, okay. Like, and that would have been beating the dog shit out of Wanda.
But see, that's why I think they didn't go crazy. Because I think they wanted to kind of show you, like, yo, all of these characters are here, and we probably got some more in store for them later.
It would have been better if they would have all jumped her ass. Like, Professor X would have been holding her mentally.
No, just let Professor X hold her mentally while Black Bolt gets to whispering that.
That would have been it. That literally would have been it right there. That would have been it.
Yeah, I agree. But again, you can't. That fucks with the.
But come on,
the path of the movie.
But the more we talk about this, you like, okay.
But that fucks with the path.
The more we talk about this, you like. I see why, nigga, it's hard for you to give it a higher score.
I can understand people giving it a lower score, but again, stand for me a 9. Like, I get it, but my rating.
Hey, I'm gonna love you till the day you die. I'm gonna love you for your flaws.
And again, I'm BigPaPaReese of Geek Goonz. I'm standing on my ledge.
If you listen to this and you've seen both Doctor Strange 2 and No Way Home, you know in your heart which one you enjoy more.
Yeah, actually, leave that in the comments. Like, hopefully, like, if we can get some engagement going, like,
I may actually put a poll on this on Spotify, but shit, tell us what you enjoy more, because shit,
tell us what you enjoy more, and kind of give us your opinion on some of the points, right? Like, if you have a point that you just really felt like that we weren't,
and I'll make this interesting on the next episode. Who, like, if you vote that if majority of the votes is No Way Home's better, Reese got to be on his next podcast episode fucking wasted.
Yo, fuck no.
And if it's the other way around, I'm going to be on this bitch wasted. If they say, oh yeah, we enjoy Doctor Strange. Now I got to be a good consistency. There got to be more than 2 votes.
Yeah.
And you better not hit up your friends that just coincidentally like Doctor Strange. You be like, yeah, vote for Doctor Strange.
Just make you fucking wasted on a podcast.
Yeah, you got to be a legit like consensus, because like, yeah.
We won't PSN gift card this one.
That's a whole nother story. I Actually, fuck it. We got time?
I don't know. We've been
Fuck it. I'm making time for this shit. So
I mean, it's pretty a quick story.
Back when I was in fucking high school, when me and this man first met each other,
Yep.
he had his YouTube channel. He called himself
Reese Heartbreaker.
Hey guys, it's Reese Heartbreaker here.
Yeah, I'm still Reese Heartbreaker to some degree.
So he's doing his gift card giveaway, and I know this guy personally.
Yeah, so I'll give them the backstory a little bit too. So I'm making this YouTube channel. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel up. You know, it's like the year 2011, 12, something like that.
Yeah,
so
YouTube's
YouTube's just coming up.
off.
Yeah, it's taking off. So I see a lot of giveaways and shit. And so I go buy a PSN gift card for $20, and I say, hey. I get online. I say, hey, guys, I'm doing a giveaway. Most subscribers or some shit like that or something.
You got to comment and like
the video. You got to comment, like the video, share it, something like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to make it a fair shake. And when I got to school, I saw him and he's like, yo, I entered the giveaway. And he thought because he was my like best friend at the time that he was just like a shoe-in for the gift card. And I'm like, and so like he's doing all these things, he's letting me know and like giving me the nudge on my shoulder, like, yo, I did all that shit. And I'm just kind of like, I tell him, I'm like, bro, it's gonna be a fair shake.
Nah, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. He was like afterwards, like, yeah, I got you. He was like, I got you.
Yo,
I was like, I got you. I was like, I got you.
Yo, I did not say I got you. I told him, I said, yo, it's gonna be a fair competition.
All right. So if this man said it was gonna be a fair competition, he didn't tell me he got him. Why? After he gave the gift card away, he didn't tell me. And he was like, tell you. No, it was a why after you did because
he was looking for the card. He was looking for like, yo, who won?
Yeah. He's like, I'm still deciding. You had already gave it away and shit. I'm like, and then like months later, I'm like, yeah, hey bro, what happened to the gift card? Oh, I gave this shit away to someone on my show.
Somebody won it. God damn it, when he won
it, bitch was supposed to be me. This nigga talking about, I seen this man in school. Like, hey, bro, I was like, hey, you got me on a gift card? Yeah, I got you.
Yo, and to this day, when you graduated, I gave him a $50 gift card.
It was like 20, it was like
I was 50, motherfucker. Nah, I remember it was a $50 gift card, and he was like, and he thought like, yo, I'm gonna get my $20 gift card. And I told him, you never getting that shit from me. Fuck you. You can get that shit out of my cold dead hands.
I'm gonna be standing up this nigga's casket. I'm gonna pop this nigga in the mouth.
I'm never giving him that gift card. He'll be lucky if he ever gets it. And it's specifically a $20 gift card.
Yo, they're going to discontinue the $20 gift card and make a $5 gift card, and they're going to give me that shit.
Yep. Just make sure I never gave him that $20 gift card. He lost fair and square. It's not his giveaway. He lost the giveaway.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to say I didn't lose fair and square because just because I asked, I bet you he didn't pick me. Exactly, nigga.
Well, nigga, that's what you get for trying to manipulate the system. You're trying to go around. You're trying to get the bribe. No. Fair country. This is America. Goddamn it. We do things fairly.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers that comment on the video, you said like and comment on the video and subscribe, and motherfuckers like comment. Their comment was pick me.
All right, nigga. Good luck.
So is that nigga? So is that fair and square? All the difference I did was that I verbally told you pick me.
Well, so you coming to the source. You try. That's like bribing the judge. You don't come up to a judge and say, "Yo, judge, I got you." You do it like everybody else do.
You know, tell you the judge will tell you, "Yeah, we ain't fucking with you on that." Yo ass.
All right, how about this? How about you?
Because you knew you was going. Let me tell you what I did. I gave a nigga a hard unsubscribe after this shit.
Why didn't you do this though? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you say, "Yo, Reese, I got you 10. I got you $5 right here." Yo, like
nigga, it's a $20 gift card.
Well, nigga, you lose you.
And then knowing your ass, I would have paid the $5. Say, yeah, where the gift card is.
You lost, brother. You lost.
Yo, I would have gave you that $5. Yeah, man, there's no guarantees.
You know what? We'll do this. Maybe at some point on Geek Goonz, we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway for a $25 gift card. Put it right here in the center.
And I'm going to tell you right now, we do that giveaway. You might come in on next episode and it's going to be dead and that card going to be gone.
I'm just going to get away with that shit. I'm just a liar on $20 gift cards.
I'm going to say, don't trust this man. Don't trust this man. Our subscriber rate, like, I think on YouTube, we got like 11K subscribers.
Yeah, shout out to her.
And yeah, I bet you pull that shit, the bitch going to drop the like.
I love all 11,000 of y'all. You all really, make my day. Comment. More engagement, please.
Please.
Yeah.